So here's how we profile consumers. We have lifestyle behaviors, category involvement, when do they actually get involved in the category, attitude towards the category, usage triggers. So the example here, these are the kinds of questions that we ask. And what I'll do is, I will ask you to actually find this page in your tomes of wisdom. And this is an example of the coffee category. And this is one segment that they have created through research. It's called the caffeine junkie. Now this caffeine junkie is not your typical coffee drinker. This person gets out of bed with a cup of coffee, has 18 cups of coffee during the day and during the night. They represent, in terms of consumption, only 15% of the population, but 45% of the category in terms of volume. Now, is this a segment that you might be interested in if you are a coffee company? You might be, right? So if you're not doing this kind of psychographic and volumetric profiling, how will you know who to go after? And that's what becomes really critical, because the old days of... Do you see any demographics in here? No demographics. Why? Because this is about attitudes. The greatest brands transcend demographics. They transcend demographics. It's not about this is a brand for old men and this is, well, possibly Viagra and some other ED drugs might fall into that kind of demographic profiling. But there are, I've heard, a lot of guys with ED problems who are not old. They could have other psychological or physiological issues that lead to erectile dysfunction. So Viagra doesn't necessarily show old men in their communication. They don't. They show a bunch of men who are energized, enthusiastic, singing at the top of their voices. Right? Because why dwell on the negative when you can reinforce the positive? That's how they've done. So, in this category, what does your consumer like to use? Red Bull. Definitely. Mountain Dew. Why? Because this consumer is looking for fuel. He wants high-octane fuel to get through his day and his night. And coffee, it does that for him or her. Again, this is not for a him or a her. This could be anyone. Now, a lot of people, it's a must. It keeps my heart pumping. If I'm awake, I want it. How many people here are caffeine addicts? How many people here drink, let's say, more than 4 cups of coffee in a day? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are that. Now, again, as a percentage of the population, 15%, right? In terms of volume, almost 50% of the volume coming from these guys. So pretty much every category, you will have one segment that is heavy users. Batteries. Who is your battery user? Who is your hardcore? 50% of the volume of the category comes from this one type of person. Sorry?
High-tech person.
High-tech people, right. People with gizmos. People with gadgets. There's something here, something here, something here, something in the backpack. 2 or 3 things in the backpack. Right? They need batteries. Batteries are the fuel of their existence. If they don't have batteries, they're dead.
Just a quick question, man.
There are no stupid questions.
No, there is no solution.
It's designed for, I would differentiate between consumer and shopper.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Consumer and the shopper, because you know that sometimes the consumer is not going to buy.
Okay, fair enough. Now, the consumer, the influencer, the buyer can be different. But at the end of the day, if, let's say, it depends on the category.
Yes, that's right.
It depends on the category. So if you're in the toilet paper category, it's very hard to build personal involvement in that category, because at the end of the day, what are you doing with it? Right? Even in that category, you have brands that are so powerful that they have become synonymous with the category. Anyone heard of Kleenex? Anyone heard of Xerox? It's a freaking machine. It's a machine that sits in the corner of your office and makes stupid noises while it makes coffees for you. And yet, it is a verb. Fridge, short for refrigerator. Frigidaire, right? Why is this? Because at some point in time, these companies develop a true understanding, by accident or by design, of something that consumers were looking for.
You just reminded me of another one. Years ago, people used to say Hoover.
They still do. I know a lot of people who still do.
I'm saying if you want to look at a crossover, if you're in the UK now or in the US, they use Dyson.
Right. Innovation will do that for you.
Right? So you don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the Hoover.
The bagless
you
Hoover.
get the Dyson.
I heard someone call it Dyson a bagless Hoover. I was like, it's not a Hoover. No, it is a Hoover, but it doesn't have a bag.
It shows you it can be changed.
It can be done. But you've got to know what it is that you want to do. And you've got to be able to offer the consumer something that they want or need that they can't otherwise get.